Hello my dear students, hope you all are fine and safe at your home. In the previous class we discussed about the general form of a complex number. What we said, the general form of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy, where x and y are real numbers and I we are using for the name iota and I is equal to square root of minus 1, and we did so many questions based on this. So today also we will discuss some more questions there. If z is equal to x plus iy, if we are writing, x is called the real part of z and y is called the imaginary part of z, and normally we denote the complex number by z. Okay, now in today's class we will discuss about first concept is conjugate of a complex number. So all of you write down, the next concept is conjugate of a complex number. Conjugate of a complex number. So just write down the definition. Write down, let z is equal to x plus iy. Let z is equal to x plus iy be a complex number. Let z is equal to x plus iy be a complex number. Then its conjugate is denoted by z bar. Conjugate is denoted by z bar and is obtained by replacing I by minus I. So once again, conjugate of a complex number is denoted by z bar and is obtained by replacing I by minus I. So if z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number, then its conjugate z bar will be equal to, what is the concept? Replace I by minus I. Rest all the numbers you don't have to change there. Only replace I by minus I. So z bar will be equal to x minus iy. So in this way we can check. Suppose if z is equal to 2 minus 3i, then what will be z bar? According to the concept, it is replace I by minus I. Then it will be equal to 2 minus 3 into minus I. In place of I, we will substitute minus I. Then we will get 2 minus into minus will become plus 2 plus 3i. So to get the conjugate of any complex number, just replace I by minus I. You don't have to change the sign of any other number. So now we will solve some question based on this concept. Write down the question. Find the conjugate of the following. Find the conjugate of the following. In that, write down the first question. First question is 3 minus 4i. So before only you can write z is equal to 3 minus 4i. Now what we have to find? Conjugate. We know the concept, replace I by minus I. So z is equal to, it will be, z bar will become 3 plus 4i. So this much only you have to write. But before writing, just check the number should be written in the standard form of a complex number. Now we'll do the second question. Second question is z is equal to 1 minus I by 1 plus I. Now you can check, we have I in the denominator, but standard form is z is equal to x plus iy. So for that, first what we will do to convert into standard form? Yes, we will rationalize the denominator. So to rationalize the denominator, we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 1 minus I. So you can check, our numerator becomes 1 minus I into 1 minus I. So that will be equal to 1 minus I the whole square by, in denominator we can use the identity a square minus b square, because it is in the form a plus b into a minus b. Then it will be equal to 1 square minus I square. Now here we can use the identity a minus b the whole square. Then according to the identity it will come a square. So 1 square will be equal to 1. Then minus 2ab. So 2 into 1 into I. That minus sign we included here. So it will be equal to minus 2I plus b square. So plus I square by, what is the value of I square? I square is equal to minus 1. So it will be equal to 1 plus 1. Now in numerator I square is equal to minus 1. Then 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. So remaining it will be equal to minus 2I by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We will get z is equal to minus I. But what we have to calculate? We have to calculate z bar, its conjugate. So according to the concept, replace I by minus I. So z bar will be equal to plus I. So all of you, before converting into complex conjugate, number should be written in standard form of a complex number. Now write the third question. The third question is z is equal to 1 plus I the whole square by 3 minus I. So first we can convert it into standard form. So all of you, what we will do? First we will simplify the numerator using the identity a plus b the whole square. Then it will be equal to a square, that is equal to 1 plus 2ab. So 2 into 1 into I. So we will get 2I plus b square. Plus b square means what we will get? Plus I square. And what is the value of I square? Minus 1. So shall I write directly here minus 1? Okay. By 3 minus I. So here 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. We will get 2I by 3 minus I. But still it is not in the standard form of a complex number. So to convert it into standard form, what we will do? We'll multiply both numerator and denominator by 3 plus I. Now 2I will get multiplied by 3 plus I. Then 2I into 3 will be equal to 6I, 2I plus I. So that will be equal to 2I square. And what is the value of I square? Minus 1. Then we will get 2 into minus 1 by. Here we can use the identity a minus b into a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. Then it will come 3 square. So that is equal to 9 minus I square. And value of I square is minus 1. Now here it will come 6I. 2 into minus 1 will be equal to minus 2 by 9 minus into minus will become plus. So 9 plus 1, 10. Now we'll rewrite in the standard form of a complex number. So in that real part should be written first minus 2 by 10 plus 6I by 10. So if you want, you can cancel the term. 2 1s are, 2 5s are, here 2 3s are, 2 5s are. So we are getting at last minus 1 by 5 plus 3I by 5. Question is not over. This is the just to be converted in the standard form. Question is we have to convert it in the form of a conjugate. Okay, so now write down z bar is equal to. So z bar will come minus 1 by 5, replace I by minus I. So that will be equal to minus 3I by 5. So this question is clear. Okay, now we will do the next question. Write down question number 4. In question number 4 it is given. Only question is given, so it is easy to write down z there. So z is equal to, we have 3 minus 2I into 2 plus 3I by 1 plus 2I into 2 minus I. So again first what we will do, we'll simplify it, we will convert in the standard form. So just to do the multiplication, multiply the numerator, check what will come. Normal multiplication of polynomials. 3 2s are 6 plus 3 into 3I will be equal to 9I minus 2I into 2. So that will be equal to minus 4I minus 2I into 3I. So that will give you minus 6I square by 1 into 2, 2. 1 into minus I, plus 2I into 2. So plus 4I minus 2I into minus I. So that will be negative there. So minus 2I square. Now 6 plus 9I minus 4I will be equal to 5I. I square is minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 6 will become plus 6 by 2. I square is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 minus into minus will become plus. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 4I minus I. So we will get here 4 plus 3I. So we are getting here 6 plus 6, 12 plus 5I by 4 plus 3I. Now still not in the standard form. Now what we will do? Yes, rationalize the denominator. 4 minus 3I by 4 minus 3I. So now it will come 12 4s are 48 minus 12 3s are 36I plus 5 4s are 20I minus 5 3s are 15I square minus 15I square, and I square is equal to minus 1. So minus 15 into minus 1 will become plus 15 by 4 4s are 16 minus 9I square. So minus 9I square. I square is equal to minus 1. Then minus 9 into minus 1 will become plus 9. Now 48 plus 15 we can add. It will be equal to, yes, 48 plus 15, 8 plus 5, 13, carry over 1, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6, 63. Minus 36 plus 20. So one number is negative, one number is positive. We will do the subtraction. Then it will be equal to minus 16I whole divided by 16 plus 9, 25. Now we will write it separately. 63 by 25 minus 16I by 25. This is the value of Z. Now write down Z bar is equal to 63 by 25 plus 16I by 25. So I hope this concept is clear, how to find the conjugate of a complex number. Okay, now write down the next concept, modulus of a complex number. Write down there, modulus of a complex number. Modulus, M-O-D-U-L-U-S. Modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. If Z is equal to x plus iy, if Z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number, if Z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number, then its modulus is denoted by mod Z. Just to check, this is the symbol for modulus. Its modulus is denoted by mod Z and is given by mod Z is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Now once again we can simplify it. What is our complex number? Z is equal to x plus iy. And what I wrote, mod Z is equal to square root of x square plus y square. What is x here? If it is a complex number, x is called the real part and y is called the imaginary part. So x square meaning that is real part the whole square. Real part of z the whole square plus imaginary part of z the whole square. So in that we just need the coefficient of I. We don't have to use I when we are calculating the modulus. Now we'll solve some questions related to it. Write down. Find the modulus of the following. Question is, find the modulus of the following. In that, first question is 3 plus 2i. So again we can write z is equal to 3 plus 2i. Now we have to find its modulus. So write down there, mod z is equal to square root of What is the real part here? 3. So just write down 3 square plus. What is the imaginary part we have? Imaginary part means coefficient of I. So we have here 2. So we'll write here 2 square. I you don't have to write. Now 3 square is 9 plus 2 square is 4. So its modulus will be equal to square root of 13. So this question is clear how to find out the modulus of any complex number. Okay, write down the next question. Question number 2 is z is equal to 1 plus I into 1 plus 2i. 1 plus I into 1 plus 2i. So again, before finding the modulus, we'll rewrite this number in the standard form of complex number. So just to do the multiplication, 1 into 1 will be equal to 1. 1 into 2i will give you 2i plus I into 1i plus I into 2i. So that will be equal to 2i square, and I square is minus 1. So we will get 2 into minus 1. So it will be equal to minus 2. Clear? Okay. Now 1 minus 2 will be equal to minus 1 plus 2i plus 3i will be 3i. So we are getting here minus 1 plus 3i. Now write down mod z is equal to, according to the formula, real part the whole square. Our real part is minus 1. So minus 1 the whole square plus imaginary part, only the coefficient of I. Don't write that I together there. Huh? So it will be equal to 3 square. And minus 1 the whole square is 1 plus 3 square is 9. So its modulus will be equal to square root of 10. Now write the next question. Question number 3 is, it is given 2 plus 3i by 4 plus 5i. We have to calculate the modulus. So just write down there, let z is equal to. Now again, first what we will do, we'll convert into standard form. So for that, what we have to do? Yes, rationalize the denominator. Multiply it by 4 minus 5i, both numerator and denominator. Now do the normal multiplication. 2 4s are 8. 2 into minus 5i will give you minus 10i plus 4 3s are 12. So 12i minus 5 3s are 15i square, and I square is minus 1. So we will get there plus 15 by 4 4s are 16. Here we are using the identity a square minus b square. So 4 square is 16 minus 5i the whole square. So it will be equal to 25i square, and I square is equal to minus 1. So this negative will become positive. So we will get 16 plus 25. Now 15 plus 8 will be equal to 23. 12i minus 10i will be equal to 2i by 25 plus 16. So it will be equal to 25 plus 10, 35. And 35 plus 6 will be equal to 41. Now write it separately. 23 by 41 plus 2i by 41. This is the value of z. Now write down mod z is equal to square root of real part the whole square. So 23 by 41 the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. 2 by 41 the whole square. Square root of, what is 23 square? 529. By 41 square, you can check, I think it is 1681 plus 2 square is 4 by 1621. 529 plus 4 we can add, then it will be equal to, yes, 533 by 1681. So if you want, you can write it separately, huh? Square root of 533 by square root of 1681, that is 41. So root 533 by 41. Now next concept, write down equality of complex number. equality of complex number. When we can say two complex numbers are equal. So write down the concept here. Equality of complex number. Equality of complex number. Complex number. Just write down there. Let z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1. Let z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2 are two complex number. Let z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2 are two complex number. Then z1 equal to z2. When we can say two complex numbers are equal if x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2. Again, meaning is two complex numbers will be equal if their corresponding parts are equal. Corresponding parts means their real part should be equal and their imaginary part also should be equal. So if both parts are equal, then we will say the two complex numbers are equal. Now we can check some questions there. Write down. Find real values of x and y. Write down the first question. Find real values of x and y. If 3x minus 7 plus 2iy is equal to 5y plus 5 plus x into I. So what is the meaning of this question? Here you can check. In this question, this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. And here also right hand side, this is the real part and coefficient of I. That is called the imaginary part. And in the question, information is given. These two complex numbers are equal. So we know when two complex numbers are equal, then their corresponding parts should be equal. Corresponding parts equal means their real part should be equal. Except I, except the term which contains I, rest all the terms are called real parts. So here we have the real part in left hand side 3x minus 7 and in right hand side we have 5y. So we can just rearrange it. 5y we can shift to left hand side and minus 7 shifting to right hand side. Then it will be equal to 3x minus 5y is equal to 7. Equated the real part. Now we will equate the imaginary part. What is the imaginary part here? When you are writing the imaginary part, just write down the coefficient of I. Coefficient of I means except I, what is the remaining term is there? Just write down that. What is remaining here? 2y. 2y is equal to, in the right hand side what we have? 5 plus x. So here we are getting x plus 5 is equal to 2y. So again 2y I am shifting to left hand side. Then it will be equal to x minus 2y equal to minus 5. So this is our equation 1 and equation 2. Now here it is in the form of linear equation in two variables. So we have to simplify it. So by which method we can do? Elimination method can be used. To use elimination method, either coefficient of x or coefficient of y should be equal. So in the first one we have coefficient of x as 3x. And in the second one we have x only. So we can multiply the second equation by 3. Now the first equation I am writing as it is. 3x minus 5y is equal to 7. And second equation will become 3x. 3 into minus 2y will be equal to minus 6y is equal to 3 into minus 5 minus 15. Now what we will do? We will do the subtraction. So when we will do the subtraction, sign will change. Positive will become negative and negative will become positive. So here 3x and minus 3x will get cancelled. Minus 5y plus 6y. So that will be equal to plus y is equal to 15 plus 7. 15 plus 7 will be equal to 22. So we are getting y is equal to 22. Now just substitute the value of y in any one of the equation. So I think second equation will be easy for us. So substitute there. X minus 2 into 22 is equal to minus 5. So x minus 2 into 22 will be equal to 44 is equal to minus 5. So from here x is equal to minus 5 plus 44. So 44 minus 5. So that will be equal to 39. So we are getting x is equal to 39 and y is equal to 22. So always when two complex numbers are equal, then equate their real part and imaginary part. Now we'll do the next question. Write down. Second question is 1 minus I into x, 1 minus I into x plus 1 plus I into y is equal to 1 minus 3i. 1 minus I into x plus 1 plus I into y is equal to 1 minus 3i. Again, information is given. These two complex numbers are equal. But here, real part and imaginary part are not written separately. So first we can rearrange it. Just to multiply here, then it will be equal to x minus ix plus y plus iy is equal to 1 minus 3i. So our real parts are here x plus y, and imaginary part I am taking I common from these two terms. So in bracket it will be equal to minus x plus y is equal to 1 minus 3i. Now this is written, left hand side is in the standard form of a complex number. Now equate the real and imaginary part. Real part in the left hand side we have x plus y, and in the right hand side we have 1. And in the left hand side imaginary part is minus x plus y is equal to minus 3. What we can do? We can add the two equations. Then x and minus x will get cancelled. Y plus y will be equal to 2y is equal to 1 minus 3 will be equal to minus 2. So from here we will get y is equal to minus 1. Now just to substitute the value of y in any one of the equation. First equation is easy, so we can substitute in that x plus y. So in place of y we have minus 1. X minus 1 is equal to 1. So from here we will get x is equal to 2. Now one more question we can do. Write down x plus iy into x plus iy, write in bracket. Inside the bracket x plus iy into 2 minus 3i is equal to 4 plus I. X plus iy into 2 minus 3i is equal to 4 plus I. Again, it is not written in the standard form. So first we can convert it into standard form. So for that it is better we can shift this 2 minus 3i to right hand side because it is multiplied there. So x plus iy is equal to 4 plus I by 2 minus 3i. Now what we will do? Rationalization. So it will be equal to 2 plus 3i by 2 plus 3i. Now do the multiplication. 4 2s are 8 plus 4 3s are 12. So 12i plus 2i plus 3i square, and I square is minus 1. So it will be equal to minus 3 by a square minus b square. So 2 square is 4 minus 9i square, and I square is negative. So it will be equal to 4 plus 9. So we are getting here 8 minus 3, 5 plus 12 plus 2, 14. 5 plus 14i by 13. Now write it separately. 5 by 13 plus 14i by 13. So if you will compare the real and imaginary part, x is equal to how much? 5 by 13. So just write down there x is equal to 5 by 13 and y is equal to 14 by 13. So I hope these questions are clear to you. Now we'll do some more questions there. All of you write down. Now all of you check the next question. Here it is given. If a plus ib is equal to c plus I by c minus I, prove that a square plus b square is equal to 1 and b by a is equal to 2c by c square minus 1. So to prove the first one, two methods are there. So I will explain you both the methods. Which one is easy for you that you can use. And now here you can check, we have a square plus b square. Usually a square plus b square will come when we will use the identity. Complex number is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, because I square is equal to minus 1. So now what we will do here, a plus ib is equal to c plus I by c minus I is given. Now make it equation number 1. Just write down there, taking conjugate. We are taking the conjugate of this complex number. So as we know, conjugate means replace I by minus I. Then what will come? A minus IB is equal to C minus I by C plus I. Make it equation number 2. After that what we will do? We'll multiply equation 1 and 2. So just write down there, equation 1 into equation 2. So if we will multiply, our left hand side will come in the form a plus IB into a minus IB equal to, right hand side will come C plus I by C minus I into C minus I by C plus I. So you can check here, right hand side all things will get cancelled. We will get is equal to 1. And in the left hand side what will come? It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So that will come a square minus b square I square. And what is the value of I square? Minus 1. Then we will get here it is equal to a square plus b square is equal to 1. The first part is over there. But the same question we can do by another method also. To get the second part we need that method. So I am explaining you both the methods. In which method you are confident, you can use that method. What we have here, a plus ib. Left hand side is in the standard form of a complex number. But right hand side is not in the standard form. So first what we will do, we will convert it in the standard form. So we will multiply it by c plus I. So just to check what will come, c plus I the whole square. C plus I the whole square according to the identity what will come? Yes, it will be equal to c square plus 2ci plus I square. And what is the value of I square? Minus 1 by denominator will come c square minus I square. And I square is minus 1. So we will get the denominator is equal to c square plus 1. Now we will write the real part and imaginary part separately. Real part means in which term I is not there, that is called the real part. So we have here c square minus 1 by c square plus 1 plus imaginary part is 2ci by c square plus 1. So we are getting a plus ib is equal to the right hand side. So these two complex numbers are equal. So when the complex numbers are equal, yes, what will happen? Their real part and imaginary part will be equal. Then we will get a is equal to c square minus 1 by c square plus 1 and b is equal to 2c, just the imaginary part only we are writing, 2c by c square plus 1. Now the first one, if you have to prove a square plus b square is equal to 1, you have to do the square of both and then you have to add. So just to check, this method will be lengthy. So whenever you have to prove a square plus b square, best concept is you just take the conjugate. Here I am explaining you how it will come. A square plus b square. So a square meaning it will be equal to c square minus 1 the whole square by c square plus 1 the whole square plus b square. So 2c the whole square will be equal to 4c square by c square plus 1 the whole square. Denominators are same. So directly we can do the addition in numerator. C square minus 1 the whole square. So c raised to 4 minus 2c square plus 1 plus 4c square by c square plus 1 the whole square. So here it will be equal to c raised to 4 minus 2c square plus 4c square will be equal to 2c square plus 1 by, if you will expand this one, what will come? C raised to 4 plus 2c square plus 1. So both will get cancelled and answer will be equal to 1. So this method is quite lengthy for you. Now the second one we have to prove b by a is equal to 2c by c square minus 1. So just divide it, b by a, 2c by c square plus 1 divided by. So when we will change the division into multiplication, we will take the reciprocal. So c square plus 1 will get cancelled. We will get 2c by c square minus 1. So hence proved. Now all of you check this question. If x plus iy whole raised to 1 by 3 equal to a plus ib, then we have to prove x by a plus y by b is equal to 4 into a square minus b square, and x by a minus y by b is equal to minus 2 into a square plus b square. But here we don't know how to find out the cube root of any number. Raised to 1 by 3 means that is cube root. So to avoid the cube root, what we will do? To avoid the square root, what we are doing? Squaring both the sides. So to avoid the cube root, what we will do? Yes, cubing both the sides. So just write down the question which is given. X plus iy whole raised to 1 by 3 is equal to a plus ib. Just write down here, cubing both the sides. Cubing both the sides. Then here cube root will get cancelled. Left hand side will come. X plus iy is equal to, right hand side will be equal to a plus ib the whole cube. Now we will use the identity here. A plus b the whole cube. What is a plus b the whole cube? Yes, first one it will be equal to a cube. A cube plus 3a square b. So 3a square into bi. Then plus 3a b square. 3a b square I square, because second term is bi. Then plus b cube. So plus I cube into b cube. Now we will simplify it. Then will come x plus iy is equal to, x plus iy is equal to a cube, we cannot do anything, 3a square bi, that is also in simplified form. What is the value of I square? Minus 1. So it will be equal to minus 3a b square. And what is the value of I cube? I cube is equal to minus I. Then it will be equal to minus b cube I. So here we have two complex numbers, they are equal. So if you will equate the real and imaginary part, x is equal to the real part. What we have? A cube, and any other term is there in which I is not there, this one. Minus 3a b square. And what is y here? In which term I is there? 3a square b minus b cube. Now according to the question, what we have to prove? We have to find out x by a and y by b. Then what you should do? You divide x by a. So just write down here, x by a is equal to, so it will be divided by all the term, a cube by a will be equal to a square minus 3ab square by a. So a and a will get cancelled, we will get 3b square. Then y by b, what we need in the proof, we are finding that one only, is equal to Just divide it by b, then we will get 3a square minus b square. Now first what we need? We need addition there. So just write x by a plus y by b. X by a plus y by b is equal to x by a is a square minus 3b square plus y by b is 3a square minus b square. 3a square plus a square will be equal to 4a square minus 3b square minus b square minus 4b square. 4 we can take outside because in the proof we need that only. So 4 into a square minus b square. First part is over. Now in the second part what we want? We need subtraction there. So when you will do the subtraction, we have to change the sign. So here it will be equal to x by a is a square minus 3b square minus y by b. So it will be equal to minus 3a square plus b square. A square minus 3a square will be equal to minus 2a square minus 3b square plus b square. So that will be equal to minus 2b square. Now we can take minus 2 common and then inside the bracket it will be equal to a square plus b square. So this type of question we can do by simplifying, equating the real and imaginary part of the complex number, and this question is hence proved. Next question is find the least positive value of n. Write down, find the least positive value of n for which 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole raised to n is equal to 1. Find the least positive value of n for which 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole raised to n equal to 1. So we have to find the least value of n. So for that first what we will do? Yes, we will simplify the expression by doing the rationalization. So it will come 1 plus I by 1 minus I into 1 plus I by 1 plus I whole raised to n is equal to 1. Numerator we can use the identity a plus b the whole square. Then it will be equal to 1 plus 2i plus I square. I square is minus 1. And denominator will come 1 minus I square. And I square is minus 1. So we will get 1 plus 1. Whole raised to n is equal to 1. 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. Remaining will come 2i by 2 whole raised to n is equal to 1. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We will get I raised to n is equal to 1. So which smallest power of I will give you 1? Which one? Which value of I raised to something is equal to 1? Correct. I raised to 4 is equal to 1. So just write down there n is equal to 4. Then next all the multiples of 4 will give you the power 1 only, but the smallest one will be equal to n is equal to 4. So this question is clear? Okay. So now we will move to the next question. Check the next question. If z1 is equal to 3 plus I, z2 is equal to minus 1 plus I, find RE means a real part. Find a real part of z1 into z2 divided by z1 bar and imaginary part of 1 by z1 into z2 bar. So we have to find out the real part of this expression. So to find the real part, first we have to find out the value of this one. And that expression is z1 into z2 by z1 bar. What is z1 here? 3 plus I into z2 is minus 1 plus I by z1 bar. Z1 bar means, yes, conjugate. So what will be the conjugate of 3 plus I? 3 minus I. So first we can simplify this one. 3 into minus 1 will be equal to minus 3. 3 into I will be equal to plus 3i. I into minus 1 minus I plus I square, and I square is minus 1 by 3 minus I. Minus 3 minus 1 will be equal to minus 4 plus 3I minus I will be equal to 2I by 3 minus I. Now again we will simplify it, we will rewrite in the form of standard form of a complex number. So minus 4 plus 2I by 3 minus I into 3 plus I by 3 plus I. Minus 4 into 3 will be equal to minus 12. Minus 4 into I, minus 4I. 2I into 3, so that will be equal to 6I. Plus 2I into I. So 2I into I will be equal to plus 2I square, and I square is minus 1. So we will get there minus 2 by here a minus b into a plus b. A square minus b square. So 9 plus 1. Minus 12 minus 2 will be equal to minus 14. So just to write down there minus 14. 6I minus 4I. So that will be equal to plus 2I by 10. Now write it separately. Minus 14 by 10 plus 2I by 10. So these two will get cancelled. We'll get here minus 7 by 5 and here 1 by 5. So minus 7 by 5 plus 1 by 5I. And what we need in the question? In the question we need a real part. So just to write down there, real part of Z1 into Z2 by Z1 bar is equal to, what is the real part here? Minus 7 by 5. Now the second one is imaginary part of 1 by Z1 into Z bar. So first we can calculate what will be the value of 1 by Z1 into Z2 bar. So for that, can we calculate this one first? What will be Z1 into Z2 bar? We can calculate. What is the value of Z1? 3 plus I. Z2 bar meaning conjugate of Z2. So that will be equal to minus 1 minus I. Now do the multiplication. 3 into minus 1 will be equal to minus 3. 3 into minus I, minus 3I. I into minus 1, minus I. Then minus I square. And I square is minus 1. So that will be equal to plus. So we will get here minus 2 minus 4I. Then we need 1 by. So write down there 1 by Z1 into Z2 bar is equal to 1 by minus 2 minus 4I. Now just do the rationalization. Then it will come minus 2 plus 4I by minus 2 plus 4I. So your numerator will be equal to minus 2 plus 4I. And denominator will come, it is in the form of a square minus b square only. If you have any problem, do normal multiplication. Minus 2 into minus 2 will be equal to plus 4. Minus 2 into 4I. So that will be equal to minus 8I. Minus 4I into minus 2. So that will be equal to plus 8I. Minus 4I into 4I. So 4 4s are 16. Minus 16I square. And I square is minus 1. So we will get 4 plus 16. So here minus 8I and plus 8I will get cancelled. Remaining it will be equal to minus 2 plus 4I by 16 plus 4 will be equal to 20. Now write it separately. Minus 2 by 20 plus 4I by 20. You can do the cancellation. So we'll get here minus 1 by 10 plus 2 by 10I. And what we need in the question? Imaginary part. So just write down the answer. Imaginary part of 1 by Z1 into Z2 bar is equal to, what is the imaginary part here? Yes, correct. 2 by 10. Here once again we can cancel. So it will be equal to 1 by 5. So imaginary part is equal to 1 by 5. So I hope this question is clear to you. Now we will move to the next question. Now all of you write the next question. find real numbers x and y, small x, find real numbers x and y if x minus iy into 3 plus 5i is the conjugate of minus 6 minus 24i. Question is, find real numbers x and y if this expression is the conjugate of this number. We know what will be the conjugate of this one? Yes, minus 6 plus 24i. But they are saying this expression is the conjugate of this one. So here, this is the conjugate. They are saying x minus iy into 3 plus 5i is the conjugate of this number. And we know conjugate of this number will be equal to minus 6 plus 24i. So just equate x minus iy into 3 plus 5i is equal to minus 6 plus 24i. Now we will find out the values of x and y. So 3 plus 5i we can shift to right hand side. Then it will come x minus iy is equal to minus 6 plus 24i by 3 plus 5i. Now we can do the rationalization. So into 3 minus 5i by 3 minus 5i. Now just to do the multiplication. Minus 6 into 3 will be equal to minus 18. Minus 6 into minus 5i will be equal to plus 30i. Then plus 24 into 3. 3 4s are 12. Carry over 1. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7. 72i. Then minus 24 into 5. 5 4s are 20. Carry over 2. 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. I square. And I square is minus 1. So it will be equal to plus 120 by denominator. Always it is in the form of a square minus b square. So we will get here 9 plus 25. Now 120 minus 18. How much it will be? 120 minus 18. Yes, 20 minus 18 is 2. So 120 minus 18 will be equal to 102. 102 plus 30 plus 72. So that will be equal to 2, 7 plus 3, 10. So again 102i by 25 plus 9. So that will be equal to 34. Now we can write it separately. Then it will come 102 by 34 plus 102i by 34. This expression is divisible by 17. So we can cancel it by 17. 17 6 is 102, 17 2s. Here also 6 and 2. And then these two again will get cancelled. So what we are getting here? 3 plus 3i. X minus iy is equal to 3 plus 3i. So if two complex numbers are equal means their real part and imaginary part should be equal. Then we will get here x is equal to 3. And what is the imaginary part here? Minus y is equal to 3. So from here we will get y is equal to minus 3. So in this way we can solve the question. So I hope today's concept is clear to you. So all of you just check all the concept and do the homework which is given to you. In case of any doubt you can ask. Thank you.